I'm 85 years old, and if you ask me when the biggest change in my life happened, I would say after the age of 70, because after 70, I finally understood something I wish I had realized much earlier. Life is very short, and we spend a large part of it chasing things that aren't truly important. For 70 years, I endured a lot, worried about many things, and spent my energy trying to control situations that were never really mine to control. But when I turned 70, I made a quiet decision. I was going to live the rest of my life in peace. And to do that, I stopped doing 6 things forever. The strange part is this: the things I was once afraid to let go of became the very things that were stealing my peace. Today, I want to share those 6 lessons with you. My name doesn't really matter, but my age does. I'm 85 years old. I've lived through difficult seasons, beautiful family moments, friendships that came and went, and the painful experience of saying goodbye to people I loved. When you live long enough, you begin to understand something important. The greatest wisdom in life doesn't come early. It arrives slowly, with age. And after 70, it feels like your eyes finally open. You start realizing how much energy you spent worrying about things that were never truly worth it. One day after I turned 70, I had a simple but powerful realization. Most of my life had already passed, and whatever time I had left was probably shorter than the time behind me. So I asked myself one honest question. Do I really want to spend the rest of my life the same way I spent the first 70 years? The answer was clear: no. So I began removing certain habits and attitudes from my life. And strangely enough, once I let them go, my life became lighter. Today, I want to share the 6 things I stopped doing after 70, and I'll tell you honestly, letting go of these things brought me more peace than anything I ever achieved in my younger years. Number 1, trying to please everyone. For most of my life, I tried to make everyone happy. Relatives, neighbors, society. I worried about what people would think. But after 70, I realized a simple truth. There is no human being on earth who can please everyone. The more you try, the more people will judge you anyway. So I made a decision. From that point on, I would focus on doing what felt right, not what would impress others. And surprisingly, life became much more peaceful. Number 2, trying to win every argument. When we are younger, we think every argument must be won. We want to prove who is right and who is wrong. But age teaches you something different. Sometimes you win the argument, but lose the relationship. I learned that lesson more than once. I proved my point, but the distance between me and the other person quietly grew. So after 70, I made a new rule. Not every disagreement needs a response. Sometimes silence is the wisest answer. Number 3, trying to control everything. For years, I tried to control everything around me. My children's decisions, family plans, the future. But one day I realized something powerful. Most of life is simply not under our control. Children will make their own choices. Time will change things no matter what we do. And some events in life are simply meant to happen. When I stopped trying to control everything, I finally felt real peace. Number 4, holding on to old anger. This might have been my biggest mistake for many years. I held on to old arguments. I remembered who hurt me, who said what, who disappointed me. But after 70, I realized a painful truth. Holding on to anger hurts you far more than it hurts the other person. So slowly, I began letting go. I forgave people, not because they always deserved it, but because my peace mattered more than my pride. And the moment I did that, my heart felt lighter. Number 5, postponing my happiness. Many people spend their entire lives saying things like, I'll be happy when I earn more money. I'll relax after the kids grow up. I'll enjoy life when I retire. But the truth is simple. If you keep postponing happiness, you may never reach it. After 70, I stopped waiting for the perfect moment. Instead, I started enjoying small things, a quiet cup of coffee, listening to old music, sitting in the sunlight. Simple moments became my greatest joy. Number 6, caring too much about other people's opinions. This last lesson gave me the greatest freedom. The world will always have opinions. If you stay quiet, people will talk. If you speak your mind, people will talk. So eventually I asked myself, why live my life based on someone else's expectations? After 70, I made a final decision. I would live in a way that brought peace to my own heart. And that choice changed everything. If you are in your 60s or 70s right now, I want to tell you something important. You have already spent most of your life taking care of responsibilities, your family, your children, your work. But perhaps now it is time to live a little for yourself. At 85 years old, I've learned one simple truth. Life teaches us many lessons, but the most valuable ones often arrive in the final chapters. If you let go of unnecessary worries, pointless arguments, and old resentment, the rest of your life can become much lighter. And maybe you'll discover the same thing I did. Peace doesn't always come from gaining more. Sometimes, peace comes from letting things go. And if I had to summarize my entire life in one sentence, it would be this. It took me 70 years to understand life, but I only truly started living after that.